So here are the top 5 Chilwell replacements that you need to look at before transferring him out. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and without further ado, we'll just get right into it. So starting off with the star of game week 6, that is Kieran Trippier. He got 3 assists and took his game week tally to 18 in game week 6. So his next few fixtures are against Burnley, West Ham United, Crystal Palace, Wolves and Arsenal in the Premier League, but he has also got a midweek cup tie against Man City, which is going to be pretty difficult, and they have also got a tough Champions League fixture. So there's a chance that he might get rotated in between these games because they have a tough cup run. If you take a look at his stats, he has only got attacking returns in this game week, that is against Sheffield United. Although he has created 17 chances overall, his key passes per game are 2.8, which are just amazing, but his xG is non-existent, even though his xA is 1.40, which is amongst the top among defenders. So Newcastle actually had a very tough run at the start of this season, that is the first 5 game weeks. Their fixture run tends to be good in the Premier League, as I said earlier, but I think if he starts in the midweek cup tie against Man City, obviously he's definitely starting against PSG in the Champions League. So if he starts in the cup tie against Man City, I think he will be rested for the Burnley game. So before bringing him in, I think you should wait for that Man City versus Newcastle game in the midweek. And alternative to Trippier, and if you want a Newcastle defender, I think Botman is the best choice. He just had a price rise. I think he's right now priced at 4.7 million. So you can go for either one of them depending on their lineups for the Man City game. So second best defender that you can replace Chilwell with is Andy Robertson. I think he has only got one attacking return this week, and Liverpool aren't keeping those clean sheets. But if you take a look at their fixtures after game week 6, it's Tottenham in 7, in 8 they have Brighton, then Everton, Nottingham Forest and Luton. And remember, they aren't in the Champions League, though they are in the Europa League. I think their opposition is much weaker compared to Champions League, obviously. So I think Tsimikas plays in the Europa League as he did in match day 1, and Robertson is a regular starter in the Premier League. So apart from that Tottenham game, I think next 4 fixtures are really easy. His underlying data is also good. He has created 13 chances up till now, 2.5 key passes per game. His xG is 0.42 and xA is 0.77. As I said, very good underlying data. Similar price to Trippier at 6.6 million. So I think Robertson is the one you can definitely go for as a Chilwell replacement. Next up is Matty Cash of Aston Villa. So he's almost playing as a right winger for Aston Villa, and if you take a look at their next 5 fixtures, they have Brighton, Wolves, West Ham United, Luton and Nottingham Forest. They do have Everton in the cup fixture in midweek, and they lost their first Conference League match against Legia Warsaw, which was an away game. They lost 3-2, but they have a comparatively easy fixture in match day 2, and it's an home game. So I think he's relatively safe for the Premier League fixtures. I think he won't be rotated in the Premier League, that is. And if you take a look at his underlying data, you can clearly see that he is much more of a goal threat than having an assist potential. He has only created 1 chance this season, but his shots on target per game are 1.2. His xG is 2.83 compared to his xA 0.35, which is very low. So if you get him, you definitely can expect better attacking returns, in terms he's getting more chances to score a goal rather than making some assists. If you can hold Chilwell for 1 more game week, then I think Udogie is one of the best replacements you can have. He's only priced at 4.6 million, but if you take a look at his next 3 fixtures after that game week 7, he has Luton, Fulham and Crystal Palace, and Tottenham are playing pretty attacking football. Even at Arsenal away, they drew 2-2. So I think Udogie has a great chance of getting those attacking returns in those 3 game weeks, and especially if you take a look at how the season has went so far, it's necessary to target those promotion sides because they are comparatively much weaker as compared to the sides which came up before last season or even last season. So I think Luton away is a game you must target. So if you can hold off Chilwell, I think Udogie is a good replacement. And if you take a look at his underlying data, he has already got 2 assist, he has 4 chances created, and his assist potential, that is his XA, is 0.55. He has got a good assist potential rather than being a goal scorer himself, unlike Matty Cash. He's only priced at 4.6 million. So this pick is purely based on my eye taste. He has been bombing forward since he's made his debut for Manchester United and has looked the fittest player in the squad, and he's defensively looked better too since comparing to his Spurs days. I think he's very up for it. I think he wants to make it at Man United, and I did include him in my Game Week 6 top picks, that is fanatic picks, and I got roasted on Instagram, and he managed to keep a clean sheet, though he got off due to an injury. There are reports that he's okay and might start in the next Premier League game. There is a chance he gets rested in the cup game against Crystal Palace, but I think he definitely starts against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. So his next few fixtures are obviously Crystal Palace, Brentford, Sheffield United, Man City, Fulham. So not a bad run of fixtures, and in the 164 minutes he has played, he has created 2 chances. He has 1 key passes per game. His XG is obviously non-existent, but his XA is 0.24. And if you have those Man United players who are out injured coming back, I think Man United will be more solid defensively, and I think he will get more onus or more freedom to make those attacking runs like he's already doing, and there's a nice bit of combination between him and Rashford in that short period of time. So I think purely upon my eye test, if you want to punt on a player for this 1 or 2 game weeks, and if you're wildcarding later, that is in game week 8 or 9, I think Reguilon is definitely an enabler you can go for. So that's it, guys. Do let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck.